whatever you have at the time is always like the best. Like you always love it. You always think that, it doesn't get better than this until you lose that, and then it gets replaced with something better, and you're like, wow, this what I was holding on to all this time. Welcome to Overcoming Giants. My name is Keith. If you're new to this channel, I just want to introduce myself to you. I am a very down-to-earth person. I am a Christian. I am a teacher, as I'm wearing one of my favorite shirts. Teaching is a work of heart. I am a photographer. I'm a youth leader at my church as well. And I'm very interested in communication. I like to communicate with persons. I like to get to know persons, listen to their stories. Usually when I listen to older people, I talk to older people. I ask a lot of questions, and I do the same for young people. I'm really interested in people. So I hope that we could get to know each other better, and that my videos can be an encouragement to you. Yeah, boom, just imagine, clack, clack, clack. I'm gonna add in some sound effects. So some of the lessons I learned from breaking my camera was that one lesson was that just because, how do I want to say this without looking at the paper? Just because you haven't fallen in a particular area, it doesn't mean that you're strong. You have to be careful that you don't get proud, that, hey, I don't do this, I don't do that, so I am good, I am strong. I thought that my camera was strong. My camera had never fallen. My camera is spotless, perfect. Even now, that is broken and it cannot work. It has no spots, no wrinkles. Fine, 10 out of 10. Pie, dime. Woo, sweet. But it's not as strong as I thought it was. One fall, the first fall, and it was done. Now I know a lot of y'all probably saying, man, that camera must be cheap. My phone fell like 10 times and it's still working. Or I have a camera and my camera fell 1,000,000 times and it's still working. Yeah, well, enough about that. And my next point, growth requires separation. I say that to say I wanted a new camera. I wanted to upgrade, but I couldn't upgrade because my current camera was working very well. I didn't feel like I needed to buy a new camera, but at the same time I really wanted one, and I felt like, this camera, it works very well. It's a lot of good things about it that keeps the quality up, but the megapixels are low, 16 megapixels and some other stuff, but it's very good. It sounds low, 16, but it's a very good camera. It's a very good camera. Trust me. So, as I continue this conversation, I'm going to unbox my new camera. Basic instruction manual. Oh man, I don't need that. It's the moment that I've been waiting on. And you know what's crazy? I wouldn't have this if my camera didn't break. Whatever you have at the time is always like the best. Like you always love it. You always think that, it doesn't get better than this until you lose that, and then it gets replaced with something better, and you're like, wow, this what I was holding on to all this time. That was about cameras. The autofocus on this camera is so amazing. I'm trying to lose the autofocus, but I can't lose it. I would never want to get in a fight with this autofocus because it's always on target. I got very distracted, but I was telling you about the camera. Long and short of the story is, this is a great camera. As you can see. Wow, this is great. Woo! Let me go look at this again. Wow, this is a great camera. I think I was saying before I went into the camera actual review thingy, growth requires separation. and I needed to be separated from this camera in order to get the beauty that you are seeing right now. As a professional photographer, my camera acting up, I can't be playing around trying to fix my camera on a shoot on someone's wedding day right before they kiss the bride. Like trying to get the battery back in, or ooh, I hit that funny bone. Ooh, you know that funny bone like right under there? Right before the picture, you don't want to be like, nah. Oh, I missed it. I missed the kiss. Or the vow, you recording the vow. And then the camera just, nah, you don't want that kind of problem. So I'm like, no, I have to buy a new camera. And another lesson that I learned was that it's good to take time to just reflect. I feel like one of the reasons why we have so many, and I'm not trying to act as if I'm like the deepest person in the world or the most wise person, but I believe one of the reasons why we have so many irrational, so many unwise persons is that persons just simply don't take the time to reflect. They don't take the time to think back and look at like the decisions they're making, or kind of gauge where their life is, or what's happening around them, or what their reputation is like, you know, what is their character like. Some people just don't sit down and think about anything. Just sit down sometime and think about life, and more than just trying to get money or trying to get in the next relationship. Like, think about some of the deeper things of life, like who are you as a person, you know, some of the meaningful things, you know. I think that if you really just sit down and think meaningful thoughts about your life, it helps you to grow as a person, helps you to be wiser, helps you to make better decisions. And breaking my camera helped me to sit down and think. You know, it helped me to think about my journey. The last lesson I want to say that I learned, I think I kind of touched on it at the beginning, to be careful and vigilant. Think about your surroundings. Even when you're having a good time, you need to be observant. Because when I met, you know, Bokeem, or when I saw him, I was not vigilant. I was not careful. I was not thoughtful about my most valuable asset as it relates to money or material. Like my camera equipment is my most valuable assets. So I wasn't aware that, hey, my camera was not secured. So I was kind of focused on that. I was looking back, trying to figure out if I should hail him, like trying to remember his name. I was like all into like this whole starstruck type of vibe. And then before I knew it, camera was on the ground. And I was like, what? I was kind of in shock because my camera never fell. But I have so much to be grateful for, because more than the camera, the lens on my camera is more expensive than my camera itself. So if my lens had broken, I wouldn't be able to replace it as quickly as I was able to replace my camera. So I have so much to be grateful for, and I just wanna just encourage someone, if things aren't going well in your life, if you know, maybe you didn't break your camera, but you could have a broken family, whatever the situation is, always find a lesson in it. I think it was Michael Jordan who said he never loses, he only learns. I'm gonna put that quote there, and I think I put that before in an older video. Don't watch my older videos, they're not good. There's always something you could learn in life. There's always a lesson in everything. Some things are tough, and I don't want to say, even in the horrible things is a lesson, because those lessons are the tough ones, and you don't really want to think about it, but you eventually learn something from it. But take these small setbacks or these mid-sized setbacks, take the big setbacks and get something from it, grow from it, because it's a setback. It's already bad. So you might as well come out of it stronger. You might as well come out of it wiser, more experienced, more knowledge, better able to navigate through life and to help somebody else through that. What lessons have you learned from maybe something that was broken in your life? Maybe something that happened to you that wasn't so good. What lessons did you learn from those things? Let me know in the comments. Comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video with a friend. yeah, thank you all for coming here, and see you all in the next one. God bless y'all. Wait, it was supposed to be a joke, but then I actually slip off the bed for real.